What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to yet again another episode of the Honda Recap. We hit 5,000 subscribers, guys. I'm so excited for us, for the community, for the channel, that we're all growing this far. It was a big day for the drag racing scene this weekend, so let's get into some cool new videos and some cool topics after that. Let's get to the intro. What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to yet again another episode of the Honda Recap. If this is your first time watching, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up and that bell so you're notified every Monday night at 8 o'clock when this thing airs. 8 o'clock out here on the West Coast. It's much later out there on the East Coast, so thank you all for staying up, hanging out with the Honda community. Essentially what I'm trying to do here is go over everything that's gone on out here on the YouTube universe and bring it into one cohesive episode. So if you got school, family, friends, whatever you got going on during the week, you can't binge your favorite channels, or you don't have time to find some new ones, that's why you're here in the Honda Recap, where I try to bring everything together so that you can stay caught up even though you have a busy life. For all the new people that have joined, thank you so much. I'm your host, Christian Perez, here at Honda Vlogs. I've got a couple builds myself. I'm working on a Del Sol, but you know what? This isn't about me. This is about the other people out there in the community and us to have a chance to sit down every Monday night and kind of discuss what's been going on in the Honda community and your favorite YouTubers here. With that said, I just wanted to say head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop, pick yourself up a shirt, a hoodie. I know it's getting cold out there, and I'm really happy to say I got some stickers. So shout out to Wonderboy Cheech out there on Instagram. You've probably seen him make some really cool renders of some other people's videos, but he did actually make me a really awesome sticker right here. I'll put it up, you know, up here, guys, so you can see it. It's really awesome, supporting Honda Vlogs, supporting the Honda community, just out here on a big old CRT because it's a throwback. I really appreciate it, guys. So like I said, head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop, pick yourself up some merch, pick yourself up a sticker, and I thank you to everybody who already has here supporting the channel. Kicking this off, I know there's some really cool stuff happening out in the drag racing scene this weekend. Some all-wheel drive Hondas going 7 seconds in the quarter mile. That is insane to see how Honda is progressing. Front-wheel drive, street class, all motor, all-wheel drive, all of these new classes just pushing the consistent limits. I am in shock. I love the fact that us as a Honda group and enthusiasts can, you know what? We can put the front versus rear-wheel drive discussion to bed. You know what I'm saying? We're doing 7 seconds with a front-wheel drive, just Honda. That alone is amazing, and I'm so proud of everybody out there in the community that just keeps pushing it and pushing it to the limits. Let's keep going further. With that said, I want to talk about this first video right here from FCS Race with the CEO and owner, Jason Park. Has an awesome full race Integra Ghost Rider, and I'm really good friends with Alaniz, who actually took some amazing footage of this car before it got stickered up for sponsorships, before one of these weekends races where I think he went 821 at like 180 something miles an hour. That's insane. But let's check out the footage, see how it's going on here. FCS Race, known for fuel transfer, lightweight rear trailing arms, over 20 years in the business, got a bunch of knowledge, dedication, and just history in the race. And I'm super excited to know that Danny had the ability to take this footage before everything went down. It's just amazing to see this car in the state that it's in. I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy that Danny was able to give me this footage to actually share with all of you guys. And props to you, Jason, for enlisting Ed Bergenholtz as the driver for here in 2018. You knew that, you know what, you're gonna have a platform. You wanted to go as fast as you can, so you knew you had to have the best. And with that said, you also enlisted the best, the camera mafia, Danny Alaniz, to actually put this footage together for you so we can have this. Speaking of Danny Alaniz and the camera mafia, aside from being an amazing cinematographer and camera operator, he's building a drag car for himself. He's been an OG in the scene as well. He's working with Whitfield, building some just crazy stuff out there. I've seen some footage of a new shifter box going into his car, carbon fiber dash, and a couple other goodies, because not only is he just all about drag racing, filming it since the early 90s, he is a drag racer himself. So with everything that he does, being a camera operator, shooting those amazing videos for Whitfield Company and all the other drag racers out there. He's actually building a car for himself. It's out there at Whitfield, getting worked on right now. If I can get footage for you or some pictures, I definitely want you guys to check it out. It's an insane car. Thank you everything that he's done. He's helped the community so much, and I can't wait for that car to be done. With that said, I want to kick this recap off with some channels that we haven't really talked about too much in the past. And to kick this off, we got Always in Motion.
Alright guys, so we've been here for like an hour and we've taken out the spark plug wires. Pretty much it. We gotta clean up that table, put it over here, and that way we put everything in order so we don't mess everything up.
Oh. Original window sticker for this car?
Yeah.
I like these guys. Like I said, it's a cool group of guys that's just working in the garage, and I love those kind of channels because you get to just see two guys hanging out, going over things that they're thinking about, how they want to work in their build. And in their latest video, they actually have a Civic with a B18 with a fat turbski in it, having some head issues. So in the latest video, they're actually having problems trying to bleed the system, and they realize they might have a little pinhole head gasket leak, so the head's got to come off. So without stopping, they're just going to get right to it. Always in Motion, really awesome channel. I suggest everybody really check them out, push them forward. They got some awesome cars, a lot of knowledge, and I love the camaraderie between these two guys. You can't beat that.
But welcome back. Glad you guys could join me again. So as I told you guys, I was going to get the RSX out of here, get it running, get the EP3 in here, started parting it out. So that's what happened. Obviously, that's not the RSX anymore because it's driving. Once again, excuse the noise. This car naturally looks better than it did when I first got it, and I ain't even did much to it. Haven't really done much. Just got to clean it up now. I did get the taillights replaced, as y'all can see.
Following that, we got Dre's Racing Channel. I've talked about this guy in the past for a few reasons. One, he's got a K20 MR2. There's not too many of those on YouTube. Obviously, the Boosted Boys had one, but I think they've kind of taken it down. It still exists, but I know they've taken it down. And I've talked to Dre personally, and you know what? This guy's got a lot of passion. He's a true OG, and he knows what he's doing. In his latest episode, he actually has an RSX. It went down. He tried to bring it back. I know how that feels, man. So we found a donor EP3, pulled the motor, got it in the RSX, and that is running now. So props to you, man. Nothing stopped you. We talk about you guys. You're up there in Washington. You're telling me it rains a bunch, but you know what? The weather isn't holding you down. You know what you had to do. You got a donor car. You pulled the motor. You got it in. That's what you have to do to stay motivated. So if you guys are looking for awesome RSX content and you're enthusiastic about seeing an MR2 with a K20 in it, this is the channel for you. All right, guys, if you're excited about that, just like everybody else I talk about, I'll have their information down below in the description. So you can head over there, subscribe, throw them some likes, and definitely hit those comments up. Everybody who's out there uploading really wants to know that people are enjoying the content. Let them know in the comments. Let them know that Honda Vlog sent you. All right, next up, let's get this kicked off with Chris Sadowski. He came out of left field with a video of him actually pulling his K20A2 out of his DA. If you've been following him on Instagram, you do know that he's kind of wanted to step up the DA. He got everything done. He did it quickly. He knows he did it quickly, but he did it correct. So now he wants to go back, now that he knows everything is running solid 100%, and clean up the engine bay. In his latest video, the motor came out, and he's putting his welding skills from working at Hasport to work, hitting those seams up, shaving everything, and he's literally going to go about shaving the entire bay. And you know what? I've sort of heard some conversation between him and Deadbeat Garage on hopefully getting that engine bay sprayed professionally, and I'm really excited for that. I don't know what color he's going to go with, if he's going to go with white or he's going to keep it gold, because that was kind of his thing. But if you haven't seen that, definitely check out Chris Sadowski's latest video. It's a really awesome showing you how he's pulling the motor and all the effort that he's going to put into that engine bay. Speaking of K-Series content, we finally can kick this guy off. LaTommyLa out there in San Diego, literally about to work on his brother's sedan. This has been a long time coming. He didn't want to rush this. When Tommy put the K in his EK, he literally spent 3 days doing it, from paint, from pulling the motor from his other car and putting it into the EK in 3 days. He doesn't want to do that to this car. He wants to do it right. So for the past couple months now, he's been collecting every single thing he would need to make the perfect build for his brother, so they can both combine, take that knowledge, and actually do a solid build the first time. I really commend you for that, man. Not many people are just collecting parts. They kind of go and they build as they get things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know, you knew exactly what you needed to do from doing it in your car, and you just wanted to knock it out right. Props to you, man. I can't wait for this build to kick off. Next up, we got Brad at the OldSols out there doing some Del Sol work. I'm hella happy to watch this go down, and I'll tell you why. He's put so much effort into the OldSols community and the Del Sol community that he's finally putting in effort to his own car. I feel you there, man. Somebody was able to give him some space out in a barn somewhere, and he's been working very diligently at stripping the paint off his entire car, sanding the car himself for some fresh paint. He's got everything else looking very cherry inside the car that he wants to fix the paint, and he wants to do it himself. I'm hella proud of that, man. I'm glad you're putting all that effort in. It's gonna look fantastic when you're done. Next up, we got SP Tuning, showing you firsthand actually how to install Hasport's all-wheel drive kit. To kick that off, SP Tuning is actually doing an all-wheel drive CRX, and the first thing to do is actually get the motor in the car with Hasport's kit. So I think it's actually one of the only channels I've seen that actually has the full kit, aside from Boosted Boys, but Pablo didn't stop, unboxed it, showed you, put it in the car. It was a very clean install. So props to Hasport, props to SP Tuning out there to actually showing you exactly what it looks like. Amazing camera angles, showing it in the car. It was literally a one-stop drop-in. Props to you guys. All right, speaking of Boosted Boys / PFI Speed out there in Colorado, they finally closed the deal on the new shop. If you haven't been following along, PFI did lose the shop that they used to be at. They had to pull the dyno out, move out. Brent's been kind of other places, still working on customer cars, still grinding because that's what that guy knows how to do. But Kyle has been going on his way, doing new personal bests in his EK hatch. They've been working really diligently on getting a brand new shop. I think it's got like 11 bays. I think it used to serve as like a semi-repair facility, which is awesome. In the latest video, you can actually watch them run through and open like basically all 11 huge bay doors. It's gonna look insane. Well, from one angle, you actually see Kyle's hatch in the door, and it looks literally like a little Hot Wheels car. It's insane. But I'm really happy for the Boosted Boys guys and for Brent at PFI. You know what? You put a lot of hard work into what you've been doing into your community, and it's all paying off now. I'm sure it's gonna keep paying off because you're just a solid dude. And I'm really happy that PFI has a new home, and you know what? It's well-deserved. After that, we've got Adam, Ivell, and the EG hatch. I mean, this is one of the builds that I've been following for such a long time because you know what? I used to have two, a blue one, a red one, had to get rid of the blue one to fund the red one. All his friends were all together all the time. I think Pete did the whole brake system with brand new copper lines. Looked fantastic. Still getting everybody together. The motor in, the wheels, the interior, all the gauges, all the wiring, and finally, he taken it to its first show. Super proud of you, Adam. You haven't given up. I think you've kind of dropped hints that there's a new project on its way because now that the EG is actually close to being done, you're literally already having the itch of like, well, what am I gonna do now? So everybody, man, if you're not following Adam Ivell, absolutely head over there. I guarantee there's probably gonna be a new project on its way. The EG looks amazing. The first track day is closer than it's ever been. I'm really excited for this. Speaking of builds getting kicked off, we got Konerri. I talked about this guy last week with the F2K, yep, F20C to K in an Integra. I believe in one of the last videos it was in a shed, now it's in a garage, and I really like the approach that he's starting to make to the videos that he promised once a week, which is build theory and kind of going over parts. Mainly for him, but it's also kind of an explanation of what he was actually planning to do, and not many people actually do this, where they actually sit down, talk about why they want to build it some way, if it's just for the track, for show, for memory, to win competitions. Like, what is your actual build theory that you're going for? And that's something Konerri is actually that's actually one thing Konerri is going through and explaining to you. So props to you, man. This build's gonna be amazing. I'm really happy that you brought it into the garage. You're giving it way more attention now. It's coming out of like a 3-year hiatus, and I'm really excited for this one. Next up, we got John Widmer at Garage Built Hondas. If you've been following along, he's been helping his friend CRX get ready for the track. And in his latest video, they go out there to Mexico and do some dig races. So props to you guys, just trying to see what it can do from the stop to go against his yellow CRX and his buddy's gray CRX. It's really awesome to see the camera angles that you use, seeing what the stock D16 A6s are all about. So I'm really happy that he's gonna get it to the track. You guys have put a lot of effort into this build, and it came out beautifully. Next up, we got Swishlifegarage. I found this guy quite some time ago because he had a Del Sol. Some things actually happened to the Del Sol, and he had other projects come up. But if you're interested in Prelude content out there with Trey B dipping, Swishlifegarage is definitely another channel to check out. He's got a bunch of different cars, but in this latest video, he actually got some new tires for his Prelude. Kind of went over some of the things that have kind of been going wrong with the Prelude, but that's not going to stop him. He's going to put in that wrench time. It's a really awesome channel. He also has a Del Sol, so that's obviously why I'm following him. But if you guys are out there looking for new Prelude content, this is definitely the channel for you. Next up, we got sleepyEG with the J Series EG hatch. In his latest video, he actually goes over to why he's actually having to take the car down. I think one of the spring retainers actually cracked. This isn't the first time it's happened, so he's well aware it's something that could happen. He pulled the front valve cover off and he actually saw it right away. Yep, it's cracked. So the motor's got to come out. The hatch will be down for a little bit, but that doesn't stop these guys. They have some amazing progress that's going on. They have some amazing projects on the way and going on right now. Just the fact that he has a running J Series EG is amazing. Really, again, another group of guys, two guys just hanging out, having fun, just building some awesome cars. I mean, what else do you want? Last but not least, we got Wyatt, Sketchy DA. We talked about it the last time. There was 1 or 2 races out there in Colorado left. He built an engine just for these last 2 races, and it was perfect. Ran a new personal best. If you're not following him, you definitely need to. Sketchy DA did an amazing pass. Check out this content so you can see basically all his effort from the last video and this one actually working out. Him and Hayden got some really good footage of this. Suicide CRX, definitely check out him as well. But you know what? If you want to see different angles at the track, definitely these 2 channels are ones to check out. All right, guys, with that said, that's it for this episode of the Honda Recap. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. We've hit 5,000 subscribers. Let's keep building this. Share this to all your friends. You know what? A lot of people have kind of just thought this was a nighttime TV show. I really love that. It's like Sports Center for Hondas or some sense. I just want to bring the community together. I want to hang out, give us a chance that everyone can just come kick it in the comments down below. I'm always there replying to people, talking about the Honda scene, talking about builds, new channels out there. So like I said, I just want to bring everybody together. So if you made it this far and this is your first time watching, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up and that bell, because I have a video for you every single Monday night at 8 p.m. here at the Honda Recap. I've got other videos coming out from my own personal build, so definitely check those out throughout the week. Head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up a hoodie because it's cold. I got shirts and we have new stickers, guys, so definitely go over and hit that up. Thank you, everybody who joined in for another week. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.